Well, I know that it's taken heads of state all night to get through it, and no surprise, we're talking about a document that is 48 pages long, that is right here in front of me, the 28, because Croatia is joining in July. 28 member states have been grueling over all night, but we did have some sort of a breakthrough about an hour ago, thanks to the trilateral talks between François Hollande, David Cameron and Angela Merkel. They were in talks for about 5 hours with Herman Van Rompuy, the President of the European Council, who's been chairing the meetings, and they did come to a deal, and they did pencil down the figure of 960 billion euros as the commitments figure for the period of 2014 to 2020 to fund the EU, from everything from agriculture to Erasmus funding to cohesion funds to admin to staff, absolutely everything. Now that's the commitments figure, which means that that's what the EU is pledging to pay. It means that in any emergency there's that extra money, but what the real figure is really is the payments figure. That's 908 billion euros, and that's kind of the ceiling, and that's the figure that the UK, for example, are looking at and dealing with more. Now, it's not a deal, it's just a framework for a deal. As I speak, the 27 heads of state are in there trying to figure out whether they're happy enough with this deal or not. It is about a decrease of 3% on the last budget. That will certainly make David Cameron and his allies quite happy, because that's exactly what they wanted. It does include also a pay or a cut on perks for the 35,000 people that make up this EU machine and work within the institutions. It means that the Commission won't be able to hire new staff for the next few years, and those who currently are employed by the Commission, they'll have to just stick with the salary that they already have. You might have seen this Tuesday they were out striking, saying that they were being used as a scapegoat in these budget talks. Another issue here, the UK and the Germans and the UK, the Netherlands and the Swedes, they get to keep their rebate, so that's good news for them. And the biggest cuts, I believe, seem to be on a big project called Connecting Europe. It's a 50 billion euro project that was meant to invest in infrastructure and energy and transport all around the EU, but that's been cut back to about 29 billion euros. Not good for jobs and growth, but and seemingly the cap has got an increase slightly, so that's definitely a victory for Mr. Hollande.